Hello and welcome to day 10 of the advent calendar. So today we're going to be opening up this fella. And we have an applewood vintage bite, which is a smoky cheddar. Definitely a really good quality cheese. I think getting a cheese advent calendar is one of the best decisions in my life, to be fair. Alright, so we want to go ahead in here, and we have to validate already. We're gonna have in here quiz equals... Actually, we can add a void up here first before we do anything. And then in here we can have quiz. We actually have user ID to quiz, so let's just quickly check that before we go ahead. No, so we can't see which user made it, so we actually need to fix that first. So first and foremost, let's go ahead in here and say php make migration, add user ID to quizzes table. In here we just need to have table find ID4, and we're gonna have in here user, and we're gonna have constraint cascade on delete, import the class. We're gonna migrate this, and we're gonna go into the quiz model and add in user ID. This will now ensure that we can essentially just run auth user, that we can go into our user model. We can make sure that a user has many quizzes. And if we now head back into quiz create, we can say auth user quizzes create this form. But before we do that, we also just need to have a check in here. If this form background image exists, in that case we're gonna go ahead in here and essentially just say and I think what we're actually gonna just have this in here as a data array. We say to array, and then in here we can just say data background image, and we store this inside quizzes backgrounds public, which is fine. And then we can just return redirect root home for now. But we need to use with livewire, we need to use redirect, and then we can say root home, and we can just change this away from not being a... But to start with, I just want to die dump on the quiz just to see what we get. So we can add in test in here, select photo, and we can go back into our validation here, change this around, just change this to test, and this is a JPEG file. Let's leave out the validation of files for now and just have it required. So if we click save, we should get, in this case, store is an issue here. Yeah. So in this case, let's go back into our quiz create. In this case, we have this not working as storing because it's a string, so that's fine. That makes sense. We can go ahead in here and essentially say storage. We can essentially store it in here, so let's do that. So for now, let's just leave this out for now. We just currently just want to test that we can actually get the data through. We handle the file image in the next video and the success, because we're gonna have some way of telling the user this was successful. So auth user quizzes on null. Okay. So if we take a look inside user model, this does exist as a public function. We obviously need to recreate in here with the data. So let's go ahead and redo. And let's see what happens. Let's just for now die dump on this data. Okay, so we're getting the data in, but we go here for now and just try to do quiz create data and add in an array merge. For now, see if that works. Data and oh yeah, now I actually see the problem. We haven't migrated. That's all that's going on. So let's just go ahead and migrate this. Oh, we had migrated. Yeah, so basically, let's just dive on quizzes for now. Let's get rid of the validation. Should ideally just return something empty. Okay, it's still not working, so we have not authenticated. Of course, we need to fix that, yeah. So that's why it's not working. That makes perfect sense. So now we should just be able to pass in the data here and see what happens when we try to pass this through. We will sort out the root in a way here so you can't go ahead and create one. And we do get something returned, which is brilliant. That's exactly what we need. So in the next video, we will make sure it properly stores. We need to just have create in here instead, and then we should have the value returned. But in the next video, we'll make sure it properly stores. We handle the file upload, and then we can start displaying the quizzes. So just seeing that this works quickly. And the UUID, yeah, we can fix that in the next video as well, but that's quite a quick fix to do, and I'll look at it in the next video. I'll see you in the next one.